días y varias semanas.
He hasn't given no response, and it's been days, and it's been weeks, and he hasn't said anything. Espero logren su objetivo de la justicia a su país. Luchen por su país. Say the best, basically fight for your country. Están bloqueando el acceso. ¡Viva! Porque la Policía Federal o la autoridad nos está deteniendo el acceso y nos está deteniendo el paso para poder cruzar hacia el Zócalo, señores.
How's everybody doing? Good evening to everybody. I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News. God bless everybody that is watching. God bless our country of Mexico, our city of Tijuana, and God bless the United States of America. Breaking news for everybody coming straight from Colombia, as we have built a friendship with a journalist over there in Colombia. And I know that you're watching. Gonzalo, this is for you. He cannot be broadcasting what is really happening in Colombia. They are prohibiting and threatening journalists over there in Colombia if they broadcast the reality of the truth of what is happening with this radical and violent and deadly protest that is occurring in Colombia, thanks to the new tax reform that it was going to be implemented in Colombia. This was a last statement from the president that it was released on the 2nd of May. He has, he has directly asked the Congress to please stop the new controversial project that is the new reform. This new reform by Iván Duque, that is the president of Colombia, has created a lot of controversy and a lot of violence in the parts of Cali and in the parts of Medellin. The new reform, it implements that is going to increase the taxes over rent, over funeral services, and over, basic products. So as I am going to show you these videos and these clips, please be advised that some clips are extremely violent. And, I'm advising for people that they're not capable to watch these clips. If you don't want to watch these kind of radical protests as they are being done in Colombia, it is amazing how police officers are firing against civil citizens. There's multiple people that they have died due to this radical and violent protest because of the increase of the tax that the president of Colombia wants to do over his own country. Now the president has asked for the Congress to retrieve that particular reform because of all the things that are causing in Colombia. My God, this is only happening in Cali and in Medellin. If you go to Cartagena, in Cartagena, there's nothing going on. In Cartagena, everybody is protesting peacefully, walking peacefully. But the people in Cali and the people in Medellin are extremely radical and passionate about, what is happening between every reform that every political party tries to do. This is clip number one, sent all the way from Colombia for you guys to see. This is how they were vandalizing a particular office, and immediately you're going to see police officers coming out shooting the people, and immediately also you're going to see a police officer get ambushed by the population of Colombia. This is a video of 3 minutes and 23 seconds. After that, we will go to another video where a police officer from Colombia tells his lieutenant, what are we supposed to do? Are we supposed to kneel down and beg for forgiveness? What are we supposed to do? We are not carrying guns. How are we going to defend ourselves against this protest? This is the fault of the government. It is an incompetent government. This is amazing. Amazing what is happening in Colombia. Clip number one for everybody that is watching. Wow. I will pause the video to explain what they're saying. The neighbor is the woman, lady. She's saying, calm down, calm down. But the guy that is throwing the rocks and the guy that is holding the video is saying, the police say, referring to they don't calm down when they are attacking us. They don't calm down when they're attacking us. But the woman is saying, calm down, calm down. And look what happens right here at this particular moment. It is unbelievable what happens right here. Police comes out shooting. The police officer gets ambushed in the middle. And they kidnap the police officer and they take him to a corner. This is clip number 1 for everybody that is watching. I will put clip number 2 where the police officer is referring to his lieutenant, and I will translate what he's saying. It is a minute and 2 seconds as they are having a meeting after several days of protests, and the police officer addresses his head chief, and look what he tells him. It is amazing what he says to him after days of protests and nonstop protest. Again, for people that are joining in, I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News. Breaking news, but it's happening in Colombia. These protests are because of the new tax reform that Colombia has implemented to increase taxes on, specifically, increase the taxes on rent and also main basic products and funeral services. This has develop in the new current events of protests, started protesting peacefully, and now people are protesting violently. They report a lot of people are dead due to these protests. Has the police officers, first they were eligible to be carrying guns. Now a lot of them are not, as you're going to see this video from the police officers in the middle of a reunion talking about what they are going to do. As the police officer, it is talking to his lieutenant right here. My captain, what needs to happen so they can send us backup? We surrender? I'm sorry if I ask you. Let me talk. Please, my captain, let me talk. I have been years in the service, and I feel the same as every single one of you. I'm standing right here, and yesterday I could not exit from my house because they shot my house. There were bullets outside my house, and I already did a report. I did an informant. I did a report, and nobody cared about my report. I'm right here. My wife was begging me, don't go to work. They're gonna kill you. I said to her, take it easy. I'm right here. What do we need to do for the government to send us backup? Do we kneel down? Do we beg for forgiveness? And I'm recording, and I'm telling you, front in your face, what do we need to do? Because I don't have nothing against you. I don't have nothing against you, but I'm telling you, what do we need to do? If this needs to get out to international media, we need to get this out to the international media. Or we just kneel down and we just pull out our white flags and we just beg for mercy and we just surrender. What do? We don't have security. Who is the one that has the idea to send us to war without weapons? Who has the idea to send us to war without weapons? Imagine this statement from the police officer. And inevitably, I will show you videos right now of what is he referring to. These videos are coming straight from Colombia. This is another clip of what is happening due to protests. And this is the situations that he's referring to. Look at this other clip right here. Look how they're hurting this police officer. Look at that. Look at that video, man. Wow, man. No weapons. Wow. It is amazing, this clip. And this is why he's referring. This is why the police officer was telling his captain, what do we need to do? We don't have weapons. How are we supposed to defend ourselves if we're going to war? How are we supposed to defend ourselves if we're going to war and we don't have nothing to defend ourselves with? It's just amazing. Let me show you clip number 4. That this is another clip on how the places that they have been totally damaged. This is another clip. Look at this. As people have taken, the decisions to their hands for the government to not implement a tax reform to put the tax on basic products, on rent, and on funeral services. This is what it has provoked for these radical protests to happen. This is another clip, and this is an amazing clip, 32 seconds, as you're going to see a mosh pit of people right here. Look at this. They're tearing down everything. And this has been provoked by the government trying to implement a tax on the citizens. As the citizens have said, enough is enough. And we're taking matters into our own hands. But something that it became a peaceful protest, it became a violent, radical protest where people from Colombia, now a lot of them have been shot, dead. A lot of them have been hurt. Police officers have been brutally hurt in the part of Colombia. How's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News. Buy me a coffee. The link is on top. If you guys can contribute to my work, buy me a coffee and also my PayPal. Thank you so much. This is amazing. As I am going to show you, there's another clip where it is absolutely shocking. This clip that I am about to show you, probably one of the last ones, as you are going to see an aerial view right here of another 33-second clip. This is another just shocking clip. You're going to get it right here. As they're going after a police officer. Look at this. All of them. This is why the police officer was saying, what are we supposed to do? How are we going to defend ourselves? How are we supposed to defend ourselves if you're sending us to war and we don't have nothing to defend ourselves with? It's just unbelievable. These protests are just radical, completely radical. Where is the government to take control of their city? As you are going to see this other clip that it was sent to me, this is another clip of a 20-second video of how they're protesting at a bridge. This is unbelievable footage. Look at that. They're throwing gas bombs. Look at that, man. Amazing. This is unbelievable. And the last clip, that is the one that is more shocking for me, is how they are beating almost to death a police officer. It is just these kind of protests where the government does not have these kind of protests where, you know, the government does not have the control of the city, these kind of protests where the family does not have control, where, you know, the government does not have control of the city and affects families. This is the most shocking one. This right here, 52-second clip, and it can tell you how unbelievable the insecurity right now in the parts of Cali and in Medellin are right now protesting. Look at that police officer on the bottom. Look at that. Wow, the police officer, I don't know if he's alive or he's moving, but holy cow. Wow. And they're still hitting him. This is amazing footage. I will play it again for you guys to see. This is unbelievable. Wow, look at that. My God. Look at that one. Hit him in the legs, man. Wow. Holy cow. Wow, man. How's everybody doing? Good evening to everybody. God bless everybody that is watching breaking news that has been happening now for a couple of days, but this is clips for every single one of you. This is the radical and violent protests that have been occurring in the country of Colombia due to the fact that the president of Colombia wanted to implement an increase of tax on basic products, on rent and funeral services, and all other things. So the people started taking decisions into their own hands, started protesting peacefully. Then after protesting peacefully, they started. Now, it kind of relates to what it's not exactly the same, because people are going to say in the United States, this is exactly the same as what is happening over here. This is completely different, but it's kind of relating to what they're doing to police officers in the United States of America, that they're taking away their guns and they're telling them to defend themselves only with the shield and only with the baton. It is just unbelievable. Unbelievable, these ideas which they're happening on how to protect the law and how to implement the law. Now, if the tax is correct or not, it is absolutely, it's incorrect to implement a tax when you have the economy like it is right now in Colombia. They have their own reasons. They have their own economical reasons. They're trying to boost the economy due to what happened with COVID, but this is not the solution. Now, this is Unbelievable. Somebody saying, hey, Oscar, if you're going to talk about Cali in Colombia, spell it correctly. Oh, my God. I'm sorry for my accent. Cali y Colombia. Okay? Si no te gusta, para afuera. So this is, this is a situation. This is serious. This is serious about what is happening right now in this particular country. As we have been talking to a journalist from Colombia, that is a colleague of ours, and this colleague of ours told me a couple of minutes ago, he told me, Oscar, we don't have an access to put this on a mainstream media platform. There's nobody that it can share our videos in mainstream media. There's nobody that it can share my videos or share our news in mainstream media. They're threatening the journalists now to get the news out of what is happening in Cali, is what is happening in Medellin. It is unbelievable of what is happening over there. And it is more amazing that we are on the understanding and under the assumption that these protests, without giving the police officers the right to defend themselves, it is more ridiculous, as it is exactly what is happening in the United States of America when, Black Lives Matter protests, radical protests, when Antifa is protesting radically in Portland and also in Michigan, when you have the police officers and also the National Guard without a gun or without something to defend themselves. It is just unbelievable that these kind of laws, that these kind of ideas, they think that they are going to create some kind of security for a radical and a violent protest. It is just unbelievable what is happening over there in Colombia. How's everybody doing? Good evening to everybody. Thank you so much for being on our live feed. Buy me a coffee. It's on the top if people want to donate and contribute to our work. Thank you so much, as we are going to continue to give you guys the news of what is happening and updates of what is happening in Colombia right now, as we are going to be in contact with our colleague over there to see what is continuing to happen, and also what is going to happen. If this is going to be controlled, if this is going to is going to be progressing more aggressively, or if this is going to be stopped. This is the most, difficult part about these kind of protests, where they are managing to control it when it's already gone out of hand. In Cartagena, there's no protest over there. Everything is calm in the parts of Cartagena, but you get radical parts like, where people have, more passionate about protests, that is Cali and that is Medellin. And you have those kind of protests, and it is much difficult to control them, as people are, as you see right here in this last clip that I've shown you guys. It is just an unbelievable, scene where, this is increasing every day. And we have a comment right here. I didn't see this comment, but it's a comment that I will read for you guys. It says, thank you for your reporting. Need my wife and kidda in Houston ASAP, as they are in Barranquilla. We have been waiting almost 2 years for their green cards published. Thank you for publishing this right away. And thank you so much for your contribution for the coffee. Thank you so much. God bless. Thank you so much for everybody that has been contributing with Buy Me a Coffee. This is unbelievable. This is these kind of protests, as what is happening in the UK right now, in the United Kingdom, as they are protesting for the enforcement of the mask and the lockdowns. I don't like to speculate, but something is, the government is provoking this to happen. It is just provoking this to happen. And if the government of the United States of America is going to implement lockdowns, or is going to implement enforcement of the mask, watch out. Watch out, because this is just on a normal day, you can get up, protest, destroy, and not be held accountable. And the authority, as you see right now, the authority of Colombia is trying to defend themselves, but they don't have nothing. They don't have a gun. They don't have, nothing to defend themselves, only a shield and a baton. And just by being a police officer, these kind of situations make the police look weak. It takes away the authority of the police officers. It takes away the authority of the law. That is why these, people that they try to implement this law about, not carrying a gun in a protest for a police officer, it takes away their credibility and it takes away their authority as a law. It decreases the law. It decreases the authority of a police officer. That is what it is. Look what happened in Portland. Look what happened in Minneapolis. Look what happened in Michigan. Look what happened right here. Look what happened right here in specifically in Mexico, in la Ciudad de Mexico. It is happening around the world. Look what happened in Argentina. Look what happened in Chile. What is happening right now in Colombia? What is happening in the UK? So, for you guys to go over there and watch, for the people that are just joining, how's everybody doing? Good evening to everybody. Thank you so much for joining on this live feed this late. God bless every single one of you that you're watching. Thank you so much. Follow my partner, Real Anthony Agüero, in all platforms, and also you can follow me as Oscar L. Blue in Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Telegram, and also Rumble. You can follow also Ben Bergquam and Real America's Voice News, Will Johnson, and also Miss Sarah Carter. You can follow her at Hold Her Pages. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Stay safe. And like we always say, people, peace and love. Because always, your country's first. God bless.
Y ya van días y varias semanas.
He hasn't given no response, and it's been days and it's been weeks, and he hasn't said anything. Espero logren su objetivo de la justicia a su país. Luchen por su país. Say the best, basically fight for your country. Están bloqueando el acceso. ¡Viva! Porque la Policía Federal o la autoridad nos está deteniendo el acceso y nos está deteniendo el paso para poder cruzar hacia el Zócalo, señores.